100%. So it's such a problem because the misdirection's so thick. So here's somebody commenting on YouTube, okay? And I don't mean to point you out, but I'm gonna use you as an example, okay? This guy, Matt, says NATO and all of its imperialist BS. Just want to leave the country. Okay, so this isn't about leaving the country. You don't. It was set up through an amazing constitution, and it's what the government's done to it, not the country. Okay, so it's what the government and the deep state have done to monopolize the government and to utilize it for profit gain and control. But the country itself and what it was founded on is beautiful and lasting, and it's all about limited government. So usually when I hear those kinds of statements or I see those kinds of statements, what I'm thinking is you're probably a leftist, because the leftists throw the whole thing together and then go, I'm leaving the country. You know what I'm like? But can you find a place to live that is more amazing than this as far as opportunity goes? Probably not, because this is what crashed when people were born into wealth or not, and they had to stay that way. This country actually decimated that for a reason. So you could go back to our Constitution. You could say, man, if the government really went by the Constitution, what limited government would look like, most people, you would not recognize the country if we had limited government and if we actually ran by our Constitution. Okay. And so this guy says, I want to live in a place that doesn't murder millions of people. I get that the government's doing that, but the country isn't. The government is doing that. So if we can see who's running the government, then let's be mad at that. Don't be mad at the very God-given constitution that created this country in the first place. Okay? That's not where the anger goes. The anger goes to what they have done to it. And the people, if we were smart enough, we would band together because they're afraid of the people in numbers. Because we're talking about a pretty small club. Now you're saying the country allows it. Not the country, okay? The country is apathetic. The country is ill-informed. The country is uneducated in what's been going on because of a lot of brainwashing. Yes, I agree with that. But it's the government, it's the intelligence agencies that are doing this. So be angry at that, okay? I've been to other countries, and I do always want to come home. So that isn't the answer. The answer is wake people up here so that they can understand what's going on, so we can fight for this country to get back to what we know can happen with limited government, and how how the government has destroyed it, how the CIA has destroyed it, what they've done in our name, right? And this goes for every country with their government too, because we have put in puppets all over the world to work with us. And they're all part of the clubs because they're all chosen to be there and agents of the deep state. So they follow orders. And this is why they would go in, take out an elected person, and put the new one in, right? They're putting in their guy. So don't ever be angry at the country. Be angry at the deep state. It just really pisses me off when people are like, this country. I'm like, no, let's get to the perpetrator. That's the whole point of pointing out the fakery, is that you get to the actual perpetrator. They want us to hate King Dingaling Biden, or hate Trump, or hate Obama, or hate the Bushes, or hate. It's all about who's actually running the show. Papa Bush was one that was running the show, but all the other ones, hate Clinton, love Clinton, whatever. Okay. It's always about personality. It is never about hate the deep state. So if we could get to that, that would be amazing, wouldn't it?